At a bank, a notary public is asked to notarize a commercial mortgage document for a client named Mr. Patel. The document is complete and Mr. Patel provides valid government-issued photo identification. During the process, Mr. Patel mentions that his company uses electronic documents to expedite transactions and asks if the notary can notarize the document electronically. The notary is authorized to perform electronic notarizations and has the necessary technology. However, Mr. Patel expresses concern about the security of his company's financial information during electronic transmission. What is the best course of action for the notary in this situation? Well, let's have a look at the 4 choices to determine the solution. Choice A states, assure Mr. Patel that electronic notarization is secure and proceed without further discussion. Now, this is incorrect because by doing this, the notary public would not be addressing Mr. Patel's concerns, and to ensure the integrity of the notarization process, although the notary does have the necessary technology, it is still incumbent on the notary public to go through it with Mr. Patel in light of his concerns and make sure he is at ease and comfortable with continuing with electronic notarization. So therefore, choice A is not the correct solution. Choice B states, refuse to perform an electronic notarization due to Mr. Patel's concerns and insist on a traditional notarization. Well, this is incorrect because, as we'll soon see from choice C, the notary public has the option of detailing the various security methods that are involved in electronic notarization, and then Mr. Patel can make a decision whether or not he wishes to proceed based on the notary public's description and explanation of what's involved in electronic notarization and the security. Therefore, simply outright refusing and insisting on a traditional notarization is unnecessary and incorrect in this instance, and choice B therefore is not our solution. Choice C states, explain the security measures in place for electronic notarization and proceed if Mr. Patel is comfortable. Now, this seems to be the correct solution, but before we mark it as such, let's have a look at choice D just to be sure. Choice D states, suggest postponing the notarization until Mr. Patel consults his company's legal team about electronic notarization. While Mr. Patel is certainly free to obtain legal advice if he so wishes, the question here stems from Mr. Patel's security concerns with electronic notarization. They're not legal questions. Therefore, the notary public is able to discuss those security questions with Mr. Patel, and if that's enough for Mr. Patel, then the notary can proceed with the notarization. In other words, it's not necessary for Mr. Patel to consult a legal person, and therefore Mr. Patel does have that right, but it's also not a necessary step that the notary public must take, and therefore choice D is not our solution either, which indeed leaves choice C, explain the security measures in place for electronic notarization and proceed if Mr. Patel is comfortable, as the correct solution.